Okay, I look like, I'm not going to say it, but I don't look well today. I'm home because yesterday I had a huge migraine, very nauseous, very sick yesterday. It was a little rough night and I woke up just totally dead. So I was feeling really bad this morning, so I stayed home. And I've just been taking it easy, and since I really don't have a lot of people anyways to talk to, so I'm just gonna put it all out there here. And I just found out today that my mom was hit by a drunk driver today. Earlier she called me, or I called her, and she said she couldn't talk because she just got into an accident, and I freaked out. And because I didn't know what was going on, but she said she was okay, and she's at the hospital. She's gonna be okay, I think. Well, I know she's gonna be okay. She's just real sore, but getting checked out. And she told me this drunk driver, I guess he had had 3 other convictions, no insurance, probably no valid license. And you know, this hits like a ton of bricks for me. I guess I never, before maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I knew about drunk drivers, but I never really had a personal experience with alcoholics or drunk people, really. And I was involved with, and I had a relationship with an alcoholic. And I made another video before about him, well, not about him, but about domestic violence, and when he would drink he would beat me, and horrible stuff that you would not even imagine would, you know, that a person could do to another person. And that whole thing opened my eyes of the reality of drinking and what alcohol can do and how it can change people. And it can damage lives, it can impact people, destroy families, destroy lives, kill people. You know, it does nothing positive. Drinking does nothing positive. Yeah, it's gonna make you feel better for a moment, make you forget your problems. Well, you know what? You are a coward. You, those who drink and drive and get DUIs, you know what? You need to grow up. You need to face reality. Your choices are selfish, and I have no sympathy for you, okay? Because you choose. You may drink, but you choose to potentially murder somebody. When you get behind the wheel, you know what you're doing. You may be drunk, but deep down, somewhere inside of you, you know what you're doing, and it's a selfish act. And it destroys people's lives. You know, my ex, evil ex, he had 30 DUIs, okay? And he still drove. His license was suspended. He had, you know, he would spend weekends in jail. He had so much damage, you know, legally, spent money. It didn't matter. He's still drunk. He still drive and was drunk, and it didn't matter. People don't care. They just do it over and over because the only way I can explain is that they're selfish SOBs. Selfish SOBs. People who choose to drive while they're drunk are selfish. And you belong in jail. Okay? Now, I've thought about this for a long time, and people may not like it, but I believe the first time you get behind the wheel and you get a DUI, you go to jail automatically for 1 year. No second chances, no PBJs, no bullshit like that. No. You go to jail for 1 year, okay? No treatment at that time. Just, I want you to suffer, feel the pain, the isolation, and the reality and the consequences of your action. And then come out. Then go through treatment, mandatory. Not treatment for, you know, 6 weeks, do all that. No, no. You go to treatment for a year, and after that you go more. You go to counseling, you go to AA. You need to have stiff punishment for whoever you are who are choosing to do that, okay? Now, I haven't touched on this at all or discussed it, but I used to drink. I used to use some drugs, okay? Those things I'm very ashamed about. I never had a DUI, never had a conviction for any of those activities, okay? But I should have. But those choices I made were basically, I was trying to forget my pain, okay? And I felt lonely and alone because I lost my kids. I lost my family. I lost everything. And I chose to drink and to party and to do all that bullshit that doesn't really make a difference, okay? Except for it drove a wall between me and my family and my babies, okay? I chose to go out and have fun with people that didn't even matter and to not be with my kids, okay? And I guess that was like a year and a half or maybe a little bit less. I lost that time where I didn't show up to see my kids. I was not a good mother. I chose other things over my kids, and that time, I'll never get that back, okay? I abused substances, okay? And it was wrong, and I'm shameful for it, and honestly, I should have gone to jail just for being a user, just to have some punishment, you know, but I didn't. What happened was I reached a breaking point, and I did tell you guys earlier, but I did stop using. I became clean in June of 2008, and I have not drank or used or did anything like that since June of 2008, and it is now September, almost October 2010, so over 2 years, okay? And I'm proud of that. I'm proud to be sober. I'm proud to be clean. I am proud to be pure in that way, and I will never ever take another drink or use another drug in my life, because I see the damage that is done to my life. I thank God that my kids forgived me and they trusted me again, and my family, especially my mom. She learned to trust me again, and that's like, trust is not something that is just handed to you on a silver platter, or, you know, you can't just, I broke trust. But over time, in the past few years, I got the trust back, and my family trusts me. My mom trusts me and believes in me and has faith in me. But it wasn't easy. I went through a treatment program and at an addiction center, and was a wonderful program. And I still go there occasionally, and I go there as a graduate. And I speak to other women about my experiences and my opinions and how your life can improve and get better. And the only difference between me and them is that 99% of them, they all are there because they had a DUI or some kind of drug-related or alcohol-related offense. They're there because they have to, because either it was court-ordered or their lawyer recommends it and they want an easier sentence, whatever. But through going through that program, which I started in the fall of 2008, I got to meet a lot of women, and still do, and so many of them are repeat offenders. It's their second time. They did not learn the first time. You know why? Because the judges work out deals with their lawyers, and they get PBJs, probation before judgment. So that basically means they go to probation, they check in, they say that they have to go through AA and they have to get papers signed. Well, you know what? My ex, he would sign his own his own friggin' papers, okay? They say, oh, you're gonna have random urine tests. He never did, okay? It is crap. It's not punishment. Yeah, they have to pay money, and yeah, they have to attend an alcohol program or attend AA, but they still have their freedom. They still drink. They still use. I know this because I go through this program as a graduate. I see people in there, even after they go through all this, when they're going through it, when they're facing charges, they're still drinking, they're still partying, they're still using. The punishment is not enough. We need to stop being so easy on these criminals, because they are criminals, okay? They choose to keep drinking, keep using. That is their choice. We need to put them in jail. We need to rehabilitate them once they finish their jail sentence, okay? Because what is happening now is not working. Lives are being lost. They are offending multiple times. One woman I met, she was a woman in her 40s, she had 7 DUIs. And you know what, her punishment the 7th time? She had to go to weekend jail for, I think, maybe a year. So every one weekend a month, she would go to jail, spend Friday to Sunday. She still could work during the week, have a normal life. She had to attend AA and all that, but one weekend a month for a year for her 7th DUI. Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's fair to the people she could have killed 7 times? No. In my mind, when you go out and you drink, it's attempted murder, because at any time you could hit somebody, you could kill somebody. It's a selfish act. I have no patience or no tolerance for any of that, okay? So, my point with this video is that I pray to God that one day we have a court system that treats them more like criminals and stops making deals, stop putting innocent people's lives at risk, and to be harder on these people. Send them to jail. Stop being so easy on them, okay? It's disgusting. And I pray that one day our world will change in that way, so that so many lives don't have to be damaged because of alcohol and drugs. Thank you.